Okay, once we've understood the difference between native integration and HTTP request, we can break this HTTP request down and let's see how we can fill in the details and what each of them matters. So, here we are just setting up the filters and making selections. So when we say a method is get or post, what we actually mean is we are trying to define the behavior of our request, how it should behave when it approaches another website or another endpoint. So suppose yep. So if I select the get method in HTTP request, it essentially means that we are just asking for the data as if you were to sit in a restaurant and ask for the menu, you would tell the waiter that you want the menu to look the items in that particular menu so that you can order. So get request is like asking for the menu and reading the items given in the menu. Okay. But once you give the order and the food actually comes to you, this is what we call as post method. So a post method is when you give out something, you send something to the endpoint, to the URL, and it gives you back in return. It may be some text or any other information. That particular action is called as post method. So get is just getting something back, and post is giving a particular data and expecting something back. And these two are perhaps one of the most common used methods in HTTP request or yep. So next we have endpoint. Okay, endpoint is something that we need to mention so that the browser and the person sitting at the restaurant is expecting to send the request to. Suppose there is this chef who needs to listen to the request. So that particular chef is the endpoint. You can think of it that chef as the endpoint who needs to know and listen what the request is. So yeah, that was the endpoint. And now let's understand what these parameters are that we have encountered in HTTP request. Now we have come across lots of documents that mentions the API and how to use them. So if you can read API docs really well, you are perhaps better off with these parameters. The body parameters just mention the key pair value that you need to have, and the query parameters are the filters. So query is basically like if you search pizza on the Google search bar, you have google.com search, and there's this question mark Q, which says the query is pizza. So this filter is basically sorting out the results from among all of the things that are out there on the web and just showing you the relevant results. And in this case, it's pizza. So when we say query is pizza, it's just showing us the content and images or videos that's related to pizza. Now, header parameters, I like to think of this as something that's allowing me to talk to another service. It's authorizing me to talk to a particular software or platform. So when I say authorization better, the API key, this is a unique key that allows me to connect with that particular service. And once we connect that API key, we are authorized. We can say we are authorized to talk to that particular service. Then there's this body parameters. Oh, and before that, I need to mention this to make sure that you guys do not share your API key to somebody else because they might just be exploiting your credits and they would be giving use for free. So they might be misusing your API key, so never ever share that with anyone else. Body parameter is the particular data that you need to request the information form. Suppose in the CRM software, we need to know the details about John. I would just make one key named as name, and the value would be John. So the system then would give me all the details of various aspects about John. So once the data about John is extracted, that would be sent to you. Okay, so in this video we saw the breakdown of different elements in the HTTP request, like the method, endpoint, and all types of parameters. In the next video, we shall see another aspect of using API in your end-to-end workspace. Till then, stay tuned. Let's meet in the next video.